Welcome to Birmingham Live Bands. We're doing another interview, and this is a huge, huge moment for me in my life because I get to interview a very special person. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Dave Grohl. How's it going?
Yeah, good mate. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. This is Gavin Leach, who is now officially Dave Grohl.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
How did that happen?
Well, after some advice from a very good-looking young man called Matt Cluley, I put an advert up to join or start another band. Got speaking to a guitarist. It just so happened that he was in this Fighterz band, which is obviously a Foo Fighters tribute act. Ironically, I don't fight food. He asked me to do it. I was umming and ahhing about it. Spoke to a few people, including yourself. And just went for it, and we went down, had a jam, and it was awesome. Just loved it, and now I play a bit of guitar. And
yeah, because you've decided as well that you didn't really play guitar much before.
No.
If you're going to do it, you're going to do it properly.
No one had let me near a guitar in the previous band. I looked at it, it'd go out of tune, that was it. You know what I mean?
So you've actually sat and learnt. How many of the songs have you got?
I've watched what Dave Grohl does, learnt his parts. So I think that's as far as I can push it, really. But
that's amazing, though. That's proper commitment to.
Yeah, well, the missus don't think so. She's
sick of the Foo Fighters.
Absolutely sick of it. But yeah, it's been great fun. Absolutely love it now, and it feels a bit natural playing guitar
Already.
Mm.
How long have you been rehearsing with them?
We haven't got together that many. We've got together about 3 times now.
Is that all?
That's it. Yeah. But it all just seems to come each time we get there. It all just comes, and obviously the other lads have been doing it so long that.
How long have they been a band?
Years. But
has it literally been years that they've been together?
Yeah, it's well established.
I'd seen them before. I've heard of them before.
Mm.
And then when you mentioned it, I was like, just go for it. That would be amazing because they are really good.
Like I said, I didn't play guitar. I wasn't sure. I thought, doing a tribute act or covers, coming from where we were, do I want to do covers? But that first practice, just bolting it out again, just felt really good. So
because that's the thing, isn't it? It's like obviously we both kind of left our bands at roughly the same time, and it is the kind of do I stay with the originals? Do I move to? So we had Elliot from the Machine Rages on here, and he's done the same thing. So he went from his local unsigned band to the Rage Against the Machine thing. You've gone from Free Sunrising to the Foo Fighters.
Well, me and Elliot did a little thing with Simon and Ben from Black Rose Cadillac post Free Sunrising, which on paper should have been awesome. I thought we all did at the time, but it didn't really gel. And we was all under the same impression at the end of it that we'd leave it as it was. But it was good to be back in the studio, and that kind of got me thinking.
Because I know that you were quite down after what happened with FSR, and you were kind of umming and ahhing about whether to find another project, and it would have been a travesty if you hadn't. So that's cool. No worries, darling. So when you said that you were going to go, or you were thinking about going for that Foo Fighters thing, there was only one thing that everyone was ever going to say to you, and it was just like, go for it.
Well, I got a lot, like I said before, I had quite a bit of encouragement from bands that we played with. So Buzzard, Linus, Molotov Souls, yourself, all just said go for it, and I did. So if it don't work out, it's your fault.
I'm taking no responsibility for what happens. So going from the unsigned thing to, you just touched on it briefly, but how different is it?
We haven't gigged yet, but you can. The difference is that there's no pressure on writing anything or coming up with anything. It's just it's going into another band with other musicians, learning other people's songs. So it would be the same if I joined another unsigned band that had lost a singer. I'd still have to do that. So, but I don't think it matters in what context you do it. I just love singing and being on stage.
See,
And that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
It's about performing, and you can still put your own spin on it to a degree, and it's still you doing it, and you're still giving out that emotion, and you're still giving out that performance and that show. It's just somebody else's songs you're doing it with. But having played covers in an originals band, the reaction that you get from the cover, as heartbreaking as it is, sometimes it's better than your own tracks, because people know the songs and they relate to them.
Yeah, they're just straight interested, aren't they?
Exactly. So if you're playing songs from one of the biggest bands in the world,
like
the Foo Fighters,
or what was that one you used to do?
Don't even bring that up. That song's going with me to the grave.
Believe me, just
yeah. All the time.
But to be fair, metalled it up, and it sounded fucking brilliant, man.
It was probably our most popular song.
Well, you can't,
as horrible as that is.
But everyone knows it, and everyone sees what you did with it, and it caught the audience, and you can't ask for any more than that.
Yeah, it was fun. I did enjoy doing it, to be fair.
Yeah.
So going up there and singing an hour and a half's worth of Foo Fighters songs, it's just going to be a giggle, isn't it? It's just going to be a laugh, and
it's
like you said, there's no pressure.
Bit rough on the throat afterwards, but
imagine it probably
other than that, and Dave Grohl's going to have a Brummie accent. Apart from that, it's going to sound the same.
You're not going to try the American accent?
You're
doing the hair, you might as well try the accent.
it's trying. I don't think I could pull off the American accent. You never know, I'm up for it in there.
Try it! You didn't think you could play guitar, but now you can.
Yeah, but...
Give it a go.
It's an extra pressure in it, being a yank.
So when you've got, one gig before you actually play the Midlands?
Yeah, we're up in Grimsby on the 24th of February at the Yardbirds, and then 16th of March we're at Route 44, which is in Acox Green, which is a place I've always loved playing. I think it was in Free Sunrise, it was like third or fourth gig, and just the sound was awesome. You played there.
Did my last show.
And it was, and hopefully it's not the kiss of death that place, but loved it, and that place is all about just getting the best out of it all, and it always does. It never fails, that place. So I'm really looking forward to
it. It is a core venue.
Getting back there, yeah.
I would imagine it's going to be packed as well when you guys get there.
Well, the invites are going to be sent out, so if they don't turn up, they'll be on the hit list.
And then you've got a really interesting show.
The Grohl Fest.
Yeah, that's cool.
The Robin
like
2. That. Yeah, we've got Nirvana. I don't know if it's Nirvana UK or Nirvana. Well, they're supporting us. That's Robin 2, Bilston, Wolverhampton. That should be a cracker. It's I might try and get on the drums for that one. A proper full out Grohl, just a nice simple one.
You're going to start learning drums as well, learning guitar and learning to sing
I'll just be a
Grohl's
one band by the end of this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Why the hell not? So you still, obviously now you haven't been in a band for a while. Have you found yourself being able to get round to shows around the Midlands? Because that's all I've been doing. Yeah. It's just since I've not been in a band, I've just been going to loads of random shows.
It's been great going out to watch, we've played with that many bands, and I've gone out to see Linus, Molotov Souls, who else have I seen? I've seen yourself, Soulful. I don't know if there's been anyone else, but having that time to go and just watch the bands that you played with, you just you always appreciate, watching the bands while you, if you're on the same bill or whatever, but being part of the audience is completely different.
It is a completely different experience. I'm quite looking forward to Metal to the Masses this year, because it means I can go and I don't have to stress about it, because we're not in it. Do you know what I mean? I can just go and watch all of the heats and not have to worry about performing or where we're going to finish or when we're going to get knocked out. And you know what I mean? Are you going to go? Birmingham, Coventry?
I don't know about the Metal to the Masses. My next gig's going to be, where are we, January? It's Justin from Linus is going into Glory Fade, so his first gig is in, I think it's January the 12th, at Cogs Bar, I believe.
Oh yeah, Cogs is ace.
You played when we played.
Yeah. I love Cogs Bar, it's a really wicked place. I can't remember the name of the venue.
Yeah, Hammer and Anvil, that was it.
Well, that's the Hammer and Anvil, that's where Metal to the Masses is, because it's obviously not at the Roadhouse this year.
But that was a gig that I'm going to, and then by then it will be all Foo Fighters then from then on.
Yeah.
So I've got my own stuff to do, so Appreciate
many-
the support and turn up to more gigs as
Turn
well.
up to see the Food Fighters.
Yeah.
How many shows have you got booked other than those 3?
I think we've got about 6
Because they're
or
busy
7
bunch of lads,
minute.
aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, we get there's gigs, you know, getting booked as we speak. So it's all coming in, and we're all over the country. We're in Kent, Exmouth, Ellesmere, Port by Liverpool.
No way, it's
know,
going to be awesome.
we're
It's
going-
going to be such a cool experience getting to travel
lot
the
of
country.
driving. But,
Like Elliot
it's all gonna be
from
worth
Machine
it.
Majors on, they're going to like Europe next year, well, this year, and stuff, and you know what I mean. It's just going to be a completely different experience. So
I'm looking forward to it. It's a new
I'm so happy for you, bro. I'm super psyched for you. I really am,
Cheers,
and I'm
man.
glad you found something, and I'm glad that you're really happy, and I genuinely can't wait to see it.
Cool.
And thanks so much for coming in
No
to see
worries,
us
man. Thank you.
while you've still got time.
Cheers, man.
This is Birmingham Live Bands. Thanks for joining us. This is Gav. Keep an eye on these guys, the Food Fighters, and we will see you soon.
Understood.